Alright guys, so it is time to check out Sherlock Files. There are 4 different volumes. You got volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are from Indie Boards and Cards, and this plays 1 to 8 players in around 60 minutes. And in this game, you are all working together to try to solve the cases, and each person is going to have to decipher which clues are relevant or not relevant to the case, and you're trying to piece things together and come up with what happened. So let's take a quick look at how to play and come back up with our thoughts. So there are 4 volumes, and each volume has 3 different cases that you can solve. And let's just take a look at what a few of these are. So this one has, let's see, the Last Call, which is an airplane scenario one, an archaeology one, a 4th of July one. Let's see, this one here has one about called The Butler. You got one over here called The Cursed Mine, 13 Hostages. So there's a bunch of different scenarios and settings that makes it enjoyable. So let's take a brief look at the insides of one of them. So this is the volume 1. So these are going to come with these little packets here, and you're not going to want to open them until you're ready to solve the case. So there's 3 different cases, and each case has their own set of cards. So I took out the Last Call case, which is the airplane setting one, and on the front of the cards you will see some instructions. It also comes with some rules to help you get started too, really short. So what this is saying is take the first card, number 1, so that is number 1, and you're going to place it on the table face up. So it's going to be like this so everyone can see. And then you're going to shuffle all the rest of the cards together, and then you're going to deal out cards depending on the player count. You're also going to grab the case's little packet, and you're going to read the short introduction to this case. So everyone's going to be taking turns choosing one of their cards to play. And they're going to play it either face up in this relevant information area if you think it's relevant to the case, or discard it face down into a pile. And this face down pile will be cards that you think are not relevant to the case. Now, I'm not going to show you any of the cards other than the starting card because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But people are going to be looking at the cards because there are going to be things that you are allowed to read to other people. But it'll be obvious on the cards. You are allowed to read what's underlined on the cards to other players, so little snippets of information. Or there's text frame boxes with a little paper clip. You're allowed to read those as well. So after each player plays a card, you will draw up a new card and get new information. Once all cards have been revealed or discarded, so this whole deck is gone, then that is the end of the game. At this point, everyone has a chance to look over all of the relevant information and kind of come up with a theory of what happened in this case. So when everyone's ready, you're going to open this questionnaire and answer the questions. And once you've answered all the questions, you're going to open it up completely and check the results of your answers, and you'll be taking away 1 point for every irrelevant card that has been revealed. And then that will be your final score. And it's also important to note that at the end of the game, the discard pile must have at least 6 cards. And if you don't, then you fail to solve the case and the game ends. All right, so I really like that there's a lot of different types of cases, different themes. I enjoyed the airplane scenario one. Played that one with my parents. We had a fun time doing that one. But what did you think about this line of games?
So, I kind of thought that it was so easy to get off track. And if you had, if all the people that were playing together kind of got on the same track that was completely off, then you end up somewhere where you absolutely shouldn't be. And I felt like there wasn't a good way to kind of know that you're going in the right direction. It was really kind of difficult for me to figure that out, and that was I think my biggest challenge with it.
Yeah. Now to that point though, we didn't play it at the other end of the spectrum of higher player count, like 6, 7, or 8 players. We did not get a chance to play that, so we played in smaller counts. So I'm curious though if it would be a lot better at a higher player count because you're probably going to have more cards out where people are
communicating whether it would be a good card to put out.
Right.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, I don't remember. I think the card hand limit goes down when you hit a certain amount of players, like 5 or 6. I don't remember. I think it goes down to 2.
Okay.
And then you have, so I mean, if you're playing with 8 players, everyone has 2 cards. That's 16 cards
that are out that everybody's looking at. Yeah.
Versus 3 players, 9 cards. So I mean, so I wonder if that would be a better experience. It probably would be a better experience. I feel like at higher player count.
Yeah, I think it would.
We just haven't gotten a chance to do that. So at the lower player count, yeah. So what he was talking about, it's, it could be, you just shuffle the deck of cards, and what if it shuffles to where a lot of the relevant stuff is at the bottom and a lot of the irrelevant stuff is at the top. You're starting off the case like with all irrelevant stuff or the majority of irrelevant stuff, so it's like
it truly is kind of luck of the draw and what's coming around.
Yeah, so. I wonder if there should be like a certain way where the cards are set up where it's like to kind of lead you through.
Yeah, I felt like my thought was if they went in a specific order, if they were in a specific order, you're not allowed to look at them before you actually play them, but then they come out in a certain order, and then you can kind of.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
It gives you a better idea of whether you're kind of going in the right direction. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but.
Yeah, so that's why I think maybe playing at higher count would be better. You might probably have more cards out, but still, despite that though, I still have a lot of fun playing the actual game. So like, we've only played at the lower end of the player count. I did get to play with my parents. They really enjoyed this too, and my mom was like, "Let's play another one." I was like, "I gotta go, Mom." But they enjoyed that, so we're probably gonna play a lot of these cases with them too, because we had a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun, kind of puzzling it together, thinking about stuff together, putting the story together. And it's simple. I mean, you either play a card out that's relevant or you discard one that's irrelevant. Mm-hmm. So that's like very simple for people to get to play.
It's simple, but then if you mess up.
Right. But so I mean, I've done terribly at these whenever I've played because of
we'll make that point now. That, yes, we have done pretty poorly.
Awful. But despite having done awful at the end, I enjoy the actual process of the game. It was just fun. So yeah, for me, I think there's definitely some downfalls, but I had fun playing the game, and it was just like a good game to play with lighter gamers or non-gamers, and just because you're all doing it cooperatively, and it's just a deck of cards, nothing fancy. So
pretty simple.
So so that's our thoughts on the games. Definitely check them out. You got plenty of volumes to choose from, and each volume has different themes and cases. So you might be interested in trying one compared to others. So definitely check them out. That is the Sherlock Files, volume 1 through 4. And so if you guys enjoyed the content today, if you want to help us out, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.
See ya.